From Hunter's live report a couple of minutes ago, Hayward is the land of the giant muskie.
It sure is. And while this area's lakes are known for being home to those big, angry-looking fish, there aren't a ton of people who actually go out fishing for them.
Right, but those who do say having a muskie at the end of your line is the ultimate adrenaline rush. So I decided to try it myself on a Hayward area lake with a guide who's been hunting muskies here for the last 40 years. Everything's bigger when you're fishing for muskie. From the lures to the poles to the casts and splashes, and even the fishing guides.
That one's already been chewed up a few times.
John Myrie's been helping people find muskies for more than 4 decades.
You watch that thing, it's got a real wide swimming action to it.
He's had very few troubles reeling in the Northwoods' most elusive fish, as seen in photo after story. What's your personal best muskie?
43 pounds.
Wow. On this beautiful Hayward evening, I got a crash course in technique. No, I hear all the time about figure eights at the boat. Is that something you try to do, or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's real important in darker water because where you see, you should at least come to the boat and make a turn of some kind.
Sadly, dozens of figure eights later, not a muskie to be found.
Well, John, I want to welcome you to the Dan Wolfe experience here. It's not catching a darn fish. I'm glad
But eventually, the curse was broken. Not a muskie, but a good-sized pike. Better than nothing at all. So let me ask you, what makes Hayward such a muskie destination?
You know, here in Wisconsin, almost every lake that was connected to a river had muskies starting way back when. So there was always muskies out there, and because of that, it was one of the primary fish that people went after. The sport of muskie fishing has grown tremendously.
Well, I'll have to wait till next time for that muskie adrenaline rush. It's hard to beat a summer night on the water at one of northern Wisconsin's gems.
Some days you'll catch 2, maybe even 3, and days that you won't catch 1. You won't see a fish.
Yeah.
That's just part of muskie fishing.
As you can tell, I'm not going to be joining the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame anytime soon here. But John is a very talented angler, and he's not just a muskie hunter. He's going to take you out for walleyes, panfish, bass, and more. I can tell you he's got all of the stories in the world he's collected from his 40 years of guiding. If you want to go out with him, we have his contact information on our website.
So cool to see him still doing that after all these years, getting out in the water.
Yeah.
Looks like he really enjoys himself, and looks like you learned quite a bit from him. Yeah.
I learned if I ever go muskie fishing again, I'll have a little better idea of what I'm doing.